real estate agents. Welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. Give me a big oh yeah.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fresh off a cruise.
Yeah, you just got off a cruise, right?
Yeah. Had a good time.
Yeah.
Had a real good time. We've got some lovely ladies in the house with us today. Anda and Dulce Matuz.
Yes.
With American Traditions Realty.
There we go.
How are we doing?
We're good. We're blessed. We're here, ready to go.
Sweet. You're going to share a lot of wisdom today?
Yes.
They will.
Yeah. And some success, because you guys have grown a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
You've grown from, 3 or 4 people now to 33 or something like that? Agents?
33 agents right now in our company.
Wow.
Fantastic. Why don't we start with you both telling the agents that are watching or listening how long you've been in the business and kind of what got you into real estate?
Well, I've been in the business since 2003. What got me in the business was my mom. At the time, she was doing telemarketing for a mortgage company, and because I'm bilingual, she was asking me to help her do phone calls. I wasn't very excited about it, and it took a couple months for her to convince me. At the time, I was working with Anda and one of her retail business of clothing, and I was happy there, and but I was finding I needed to listen to my mom. And I actually liked it, making those phone calls and getting paid commission. It was very fitting for me because I wanted to continue going to college. I wanted to go to ASU to be an engineer, and that didn't happen, as you can tell.
Well, it might be a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Now that you found yourself successful in real estate.
I mean, I did get my engineering degree in electrical engineering. At the time, I couldn't use my degree because I was undocumented.
Got it.
And I stayed in the business because that was about the only jobs that I could do. I enjoyed it, and it was and it is good money. I was able to pay my tuition with that and make a living.
Good. All right.
Awesome.
Fantastic. Good story.
What
How
got
about
me
yourself?
into real estate? In 2009, I became an investor. And I moved here in 1995, and that's what I wanted to do, real estate. But I stayed in our family business, which is retail, and Dulce was talking about. So me and Dulce go back almost 20 years. We're like family.
Wow.
And so we decided to open a company together to be able to help the community. And the time we decided to do this, there was a lot of bad information, or maybe in our language in Spanish, and one of our my first language and Dulce's first language in Spanish, there was not really good information for our customers. So we wanted to help the community, inform them in Spanish and English. So we decided to open a company to be able to help them and everybody else.
That's great. And now you've grown from. So when did you start?
2000. So I started
The
investing in 2009. We opened the company in 2014, January of 2014.
All right. So this is the 5th year.
Yes.
And you've gone from 3 to 33. So how has that growth been? I mean, what are you doing to grow? How are you finding the agents? Are the agents coming to you for opportunities?
Well, we have to be honest. We haven't really worked on recruiting. All these agents have really come themselves to us. They see us on social media. They know us. They're friends. And now we're going to start recruiting because our company offers a lot. I specialize in sales. I consider myself to be a sales coach because I know a lot about the ends of sales. And in this business, you need to know about sales and have customer service.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
I agree with Anna. I think the best recommendation is a referral. And a lot of our agents came to us because of that. They heard about us, or even some of our clients decided to become real estate agents after they went through the process with us. And we also encourage them to learn. And we always tell them, I think that real estate is a short technical background that you can fall into. The course, you can do it in 2 weeks, or it can take as long as 6 months, or as long as if you want to continue renewing it. And you can keep retaking that test. I mean, not that I want people to retake it, but I mean,
it's not to give up.
Yes, I mean, in my way, I think it's an easy career that people can jump into with good income.
Yeah, I like that you say that it's easy to get into. I mean, it is easy because we only need 90 hours of credit hours, right? And then you pass the test. And to be successful is easy too. It's simple. Let me take back. It's simple, but it's not easy because people, they don't want to do the work. And if you do the same work every single day and you're consistent at it and you're being effective, of course, then you're going to be effective.
I think the best, the challenge that I see is that a lot of us are used to that paycheck.
Yes.
My entire life, I had always had to work through commission base.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know what it felt like to
Sure.
Get a paycheck until my CPA told me, you need to go on payroll so you can pay less taxes.
Yeah.
So, and it was a hard adjustment for me. But I think a lot of people, what I'm going through, for me going from getting a commission check to going into payroll, is that people doing that switch, going into payroll, going into a commission check, because we're so used to getting that paycheck every 2 weeks. And we need to be very disciplined. We need to be very consistent.
That's right.
And to making sure that we're making decisions that are going to affect our family today. You cannot count on that commission check. You cannot say, oh, I have this commission coming in and I'm going to spend it without having it, right?
That's right.
All right. So what do you think's what's the reason for the growth and the success right now?
Well, we offer a lot of stuff to our agents. We give them one-on-one trainings. We have monthly trainings. We are women of risk. There's no other word. They come, hey, we need the MLS to Tucson, Payson, or we don't have limits. And to me, I have a saying, hashtag sky's the limit.
Oh.
And to me, I really believe that. I think that you can do whatever you want to do, and you can grow as much as you want to. And I think having that kind of mentorship, who knows how to take advantage of it, is going to be able to do a lot, because we will support. And if we don't have a program, we get it. One of the things that I've always believed in, American Traditions Realty is a company of all. Every single agent that we have in our company, if they bring something to the table that is going to make our company better, we will do it, even if it costs us money. And we have one of the most expensive softwares. Why? Because it was brought to us, agents wanted it, we got it, and it works, and it makes us better. So I like to listen to them, because
What software is that?
well,
Commission sync.
Oh, okay.
that would be
Okay.
one of them. We went paperless. We had an agent in one of our meetings say, I want to get paid the same day that I close.
Oh.
Okay, we made it happen. I don't think there's big companies out there, national companies, and I don't think they get paid the same day out of escrow.
Yeah.
Our agents do.
That's
If
awesome.
their file is uploaded and all their paperwork is done correctly, they get paid out of escrow.
They can't wait 24 to 48 hours, huh?
No. And that's something that's important. We like to hear what they need to say,
Sure.
because it's important to us. It's part of growth. And I think that we can grow a lot more. 33 agents is a good number, but honestly, that's not where I want to stay.
What's your number?
I don't have a number.
Oh,
Sky is the
really?
limit.
Sky's the limit.
And I want to have American Traditions in other states and in other countries too. So
Wow.
we have goals.
So what about
To
in Europe?
accomplish.
What would you call it?
Oh, my God.
European traditions, or?
Yeah. No, it would still be American
We'll
Traditions.
stay true. American tradition.
Actually, it would be ATR because it's so much shorter.
There you go.
But I since very young, I was always pushed to always go for more. I got to my goal and it was like, okay, what's next?
What's
There's a
next?
higher one.
Yeah.
And that was just my mentor, my father. And that's the way he brought us up. But Dulce got to work with him, so she knows what that was like. There was never an end to stuff. There was always something else you can do. And I love real estate because there's so many ways you can grow. Being a real estate agent, selling homes, being a buyer's agent, a listing agent, being an investor.
Yeah.
I mean, helping people do their investments, guiding them. So there's so many ways. And if you always provide a good service, you will have results.
Absolutely. Well, that's good.
We're very adventurous. Right now
That
we
would be the
have 2 listings in Rocky Point, 1 listing
Wow.
and the border of San Luis. And we
are affiliated with Tucson MLS, so we're not afraid to the challenge. And I think that we're very inquisitive and curious. So how does this work? And we always want to find out more. We also are part of CoStar, which is the commercial real estate, because although in MLS you can do your searches, it's not as comprehensive as being in CoStar. And there's trainings out there as well that we can go to. And we always tell our agents, we believe that we're like a grassroots real estate company where we're growing from the bottom up, not the other way around.
Got it.
So who gets to go to Rocky Point to show the homes?
We
Whoever
both have
wants
gone.
I'll go and do a week-long open house.
You know, we got we're licensed in Mexico, both of us. And you know, you want to do an open house?
For a week.
For a week.
We have a house for you to do
I'll
open
just
house.
stay there and leave it open the whole time.
Especially in spring break, right?
I'll make homemade guacamole.
That's funny.
I just learned how to do that really well. So we went on the cruise. I told you, right?
Yeah.
One of them we stopped in Progreso, and it was Holy Guacamole was the name of this excursion, and we actually got to make use the
Molcajete?
Yes.
Did you bring one? Because they're really heavy. Did you bring one
They're
from
very
Mexico?
heavy.
He's like,
They're
yes.
very heavy. We each had our own, and we made it, and it was great.
And do you have it home
Two
now?
margaritas
Did you bring
with
it or
too.
no?
No.
Costco has them too now. They're really nice.
Okay.
I have one at home. I don't use it, but I have one.
Yeah.
No, I
decoration,
really like
right?
to do my salsas and the guacamole and the molcajete. That's what it's called.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good. Whatever. But yeah, we'll talk about the open house after. What are houses going for down there anyway? I'm just curious.
Oh my God, you would be
Rocky
surprised.
No,
We have the listings that we have. We have one for 80,000 and one for 60,000.
Wow.
And you'll be surprised that the real estate that is happening on there in Rocky Point, it's very similar to here in the United States, and that's because of the coalition with the Arizona-Mexico Commission
that we're part of.
We're part. American Traditions Realty is part of the real estate committee, where you get to go to Tucson, to Hermosillo, to Rocky Point, and learn about the development that is happening. Like we're gonna have a new port. In Puerto Peñasco, and how is that going to develop business, and how our property is going to go in value over there, and whether should you invest over there or not, if you like it. So we're very interested on learning that, being different, and that's how we stand out.
good.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and we support, like right now we support the agents on that, especially when they're new agents, they need a lot of training. And then all this stuff's offered to them. So, I mean, can I say? It's a great company to join.
Yeah.
And our
No, that's
commission
awesome.
splits are great.
Oh.
Well, mention real quick then, if somebody is watching or listening, they want to reach out to you, how do they reach out to you?
They can contact us through social media or our phone number directly to the company.
623-271-8820.
See, that's why it's good to have a partner.
There you go.
I just have to look at her to really know.
It's in my phone somewhere.
We're
right?
like a marriage.
There you go.
And you know what's the great thing? We agree to disagree.
That's good.
There you go.
That
There you
was
go.
brought up by her, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what tips would you give agents to grow their business now, even with the new agents? I mean, what tips are you giving them to get their business going, right, in today's market? But then also, how should someone today position themselves to sustain if we see a slowdown coming?
Well, one of the things that I would start with, even if you're a new agent, training is, or an older agent, education, keep training yourself, keep learning all the new stuff that's going out. Don't expect people to give things to you. A lot of new agents, they expect a lot of things, and you are your own business. You're an independent contractor. You look at yourself in the mirror, you are your business. So you need to know how to carry yourself. You need to know how to invest in yourself. A lot of people get comfortable because they don't have a schedule.
Yeah, true.
I see that very often. And leads, the time you put into your business is what you're going to receive back. The more you invest in your business, the more you're going to get back. It's like any other business. Me coming from another background, I just don't settle. So it's if you have that attitude and if you're trying, and there's a lot of new things there. I'm very old fashioned, so it takes me not very good with all social media. But a lot of the younger agents, they are it's natural to them.
Yeah.
So if you take advantage of just doing posts, social media, internet, all that stuff nowadays, it's so much easier to grow your business. And if you keep yourself educated, see how the market is happening, know about loans. I think a lot of real estate agents, and that's probably the best tip I'm going to give them, is to know your loans, know what the products are out there. Because when a customer calls you, they're expecting you to know.
Yeah.
Because when you receive that first call, they're not going to tell you, I want to go see a house.
Yeah.
It's, I want to qualify to buy a house.
Oh, I want to meet your buyers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, how do
You mean
I...
you don't get the calls and say, can you pick me up and drive me around?
No, I don't
I
think
haven't
nobody
qualified
does.
yet, but
But I think the first calls that we get to the office always are like, I want to buy a house, and how do I start? Or I want to buy a house, and do you have a loan? No.
Wow.
That's always and so your lender is your business partner.
That's
You
right.
need to be selective who you're working with, because they're going to make your business or break it. And if they're not good, you're not going to get pre-calls. I was just talking to you
Yeah.
about that earlier. And I see that very often. It's probably one of the most common mistakes happening. They're working with lenders that maybe don't have the experience or don't have the drive.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of challenging customers sometimes with credit, with work, or different situations. And you need to get, I guess it kills me to hear, they have bad credit, they're going to go into, we're going to send them to a company to get their credit repaired.
repair.
That kills me, because
Yeah.
that's 6 months.
Yeah.
You need the business now. So,
Yes.
and you can repair credit quickly if you know how to. I've learned,
Yeah.
I know a lot. I think I know, I'm always informing myself with loans, because I think it's important. Because when you're on that phone call, you need to know, listen to the customer and ask them questions that you're going to know where to send them, who to send them with, and what they need.
Nice.
just hit them over the head with knowledge.
Yes.
Right.
And then they're going to love you.
That's right.
We just had a customer, and I'm going to give a really quick example. They called the office. He's from Texas. He was going to buy a house here. He was going to go with the Harmony lender, 20% down. He's going to be seeing houses today. His son got qualified for a second home with 3.5% down.
Wow.
You know how much money he saved and
Oh,
how
yeah.
thankful he is.
Right.
It's just,
Absolutely.
and that's because the agent that answered knew what they had to do. That's
There
an
you go.
example.
That's hard
Good
to follow.
example. Come on, you can do it.
No, I agree with that.
CrossFitter.
We're a team. We both feel, me and Dulce have the same vision, and we learn from each other too. And I think at the end of the day, we both believe that helping and being education to her is number one, and we agree in that, because if you keep educating yourselves there's a lot of people that offer free classes that you can take advantage. I mean, you guys have a great class that we have to go to again. So, it's just keep educating yourself. As a realtor, you want to know what's going on.
All right.
Awesome.
Any other things before we move to the next part?
No, that's
No?
it.
Good.
After me, I don't know,
That's
Dulce, do you have something?
What was the question? Tell me again.
Tips that you would give any new agents or just agents in general to grow their business but also sustain it?
I think they have to have a lot of discipline, and they have to have their budget together. They have to learn, and they have to do the work. I think it's easy, even for me, it's easy to get distracted. There's a lot of
Yes.
things, and we have to find a balance between being an entrepreneur, being a mom, being a wife, and also serving the community, because I think that's one something that in American Traditions Realty we really care about, giving back and making sure that we're involved in the community.
That's
All
good.
right.
Jeff, I was meaning to mention to you that I'm going to be on a very strict structure. My wife and I, we were talking, and she's, I'm always saying, when I get started, I'm really going to hammer this business. And she's like, well, you've been telling me you're going to get started for a long time. So we're going to sit down and we're going to set you on 4 10s, 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, and just focus on what I need to focus on for 40 hours per week. Because we are entrepreneurs, and like you said, if you're doing the work, you're going to succeed.
Get results.
Yes.
This is recorded, Joey.
It is recorded. I'm putting it out there.
Yes.
Accountability.
Yes.
And all of us have trouble with accountability. I'm
We
not
do.
gonna lie. Accountability is probably the hardest thing on a lot. I mean, everybody has weak points.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
I'm going to grab that segment that you just did, and when you're not in here, I'm going to make your ringtone on your phone that recording. No.
Work 40 hours a week.
Anyway. All right, you ready to get in the ring? Let's do
Yes.
it.
Let's do it.
What's the best advice that anyone's ever given you? And either of you can answer, or both, however you want to do it.
Don't give up and don't take no for an answer.
Oh.
All right.
I would agree on that one.
All right.
Okay.
Couldn't have picked the best one.
How about your favorite mobile app?
Oh, mobile app? Oh my goodness.
It has to be Flex MLS.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good answer.
Oh, wait, you're over here using what are you doing over here? On your phone. I've seen you
Instagram.
using the phone.
Oh, Instagram. I'm doing posts.
Yeah.
I'm doing stories.
Yeah.
Social media.
Get your
There you
name
go.
out there.
Any book recommendations?
Oh.
I like Og Magdino,
Okay.
the greatest salesman
Oh yeah, I
of
think you
the
mentioned
world.
that one last
yes,
time.
and I will
yeah.
recommend it again.
Okay.
I
That's my
just
favorite.
recently listened the 4 agreements.
The
So
4
agreements.
agreements, really.
Yes. So that's a good one.
Okay.
I don't know if I can mention
Prudence.
all 4. I'll try to remember. So it's don't take anything personal. Do your best.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can only do 2 right now. But read it.
Well, you retained 50% of it. See,
That's pretty good.
How about a productivity tool or software that you use on a regular basis?
Well, something that I use on a regular basis would be I'm using Sync on a regular basis, and I love it because there's a point that you have a database that is so big that you tend to forget, so you have to start writing notes and keep up and all that stuff, all that good stuff. So I would be Sync.
Okay.
I like Sync, and that it goes back to sometimes you have these tools, but if you don't use them consistently, they're not like magic, right? So you have to use them in order for them to
Yes.
work.
What?
And not only that, you can connect with the lender, with whoever's involved in the transaction, saves time also.
All right, there you go.
Sure.
But it took me a long while. So.
Last question, I'll have you draw from the mask.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
I'm nervous.
Should be.
Oh, you would have to do this.
Who is your favorite superhero
Oh, that one's been drawn a lot.
and
lately.
why? I'm gonna say Batman.
Really?
I don't know. I like Batman, and
Is
because
it just because he talks like this?
no, because he's human and he's a superhero and he can get hurt, but he keeps going.
That's true.
Ah, there you
I
go.
like it. She's like,
God,
I-
he's not a superhero, but he is my superhero. And it would have to be God.
All right.
That's my
Because
superhero
my faith
too.
makes me keep going every single
Absolutely.
day and believe in myself and just take things as they come
He could win against Batman.
Yeah.
against anybody.
I think so.
True.
Oh, you guys.
That's my base, my strong base would be my faith. So that's
Amen.
where I come
There we go.
Preach
there
it.
we go. All right. Well, thank you all for being in here.
Yeah.
Thank you for
This has
having
been
us here.
great.
We enjoyed
Thanks for
talking to you
sharing.
guys. We learned a lot from you.
Well, next time we talk to you, you'll probably have 100 agents.
It's in the name of God. Let's declare that.
Well, if any agents want to, feel free to reach out. I know
Yes.
they shared the number earlier, so do so because it
Yes.
sounds like you guys are on fire.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Caliente.
There.
Is that right?
I like
Explosivas.
We better wrap this up.
Yes.
All right, agents. Until next time, we'll see you later. Take care.